everybody, this is Aaron from ASMR Destiny, and in this video I'm going to be giving you a little overview of my trip to see 100% totality for the 2017 solar eclipse. So I'm going to show you some photos and a video that I shot of the 100% totality where I was at. So I'm gonna show you. So this is a map of Washington State, and I drove through Portland to get to where it was gonna pretty much be almost dead center of the solar eclipse in Oregon, which was around Salem. And so basically I went down to through Salem, and I ended up being in Monmouth, Oregon. We're next to Independence here, and this was ended up being a really great place to be at for totality, because you got about 1 minute and 58 seconds worth of darkness, 100% darkness. So I'm glad I made that decision, because originally I was going to be not traveling to where totality was going to be, and decided that, since this was only going to be happening a couple times in my lifetime, that it was worth the drive and worth the traffic getting back. And traffic getting there was a piece of cake, but traffic getting back was a nightmare. But it was still well worth it to see totality with my own eyes. Was something truly special, and it went by really quick too. 2 minutes, that's pretty quick. And I was taking pictures, and I knew that I was supposed to watch it with my own eyes, and I did. But even looking back, it's like you see something for just a minute or so, and that you've never really seen before, you really need to see it again. To really remember. But it was extremely beautiful, and if you got to see it yourself, then consider yourself one of the lucky few. So I'm glad that I was able to do that. All right, so I went down to Monmouth, and I'm going to show you some pictures here. So basically, I set up some equipment. So I ended up going to the Washington, or the Oregon University area, which pretty much they were open for the entire event, so anybody could go over there and set up. So I had my camera, and here you can see a solar filter in front of the cam, and then my monitor, and I had an extra phone here that had a Eclipse app on it that would announce the various stages of the eclipse. So there's 4 stages. 4 stages, and it would announce those and the times. And then I also had my 8K 360 cam here on the side to record the environment. And there was quite a few people there, and I heard that CNN was also airing from the same area, but not on this field. So here's a closer shot of my 360 cam recording the environment. And then this is a shot, hopefully you can see this. This is a nighttime shot of the horizon, and I believe this was either Jupiter or Venus, I think here that you can see. And this was out towards a field, which there was a designated spots for anybody who wanted to go down there and camp out. So in this photo, this was right next to where I was. So I'm here on the left side, and the guys next to me, they were like eclipse hunters. And they had a really huge telescope here in the middle, you can see that. And then they had their DSLR on a zoom lens here, which was similar to what I had as well. And then they had this telescope here on the side, which was actually projecting the eyepiece onto a bit of plastic here, which actually projected what it could see, which was really neat. So they were definitely taking photos, and well, I think just mostly photos. And oh my god, yeah, the big telescope here had the eyepiece was like amazing. I think they said it was about a 74 times eyepiece or something. I mean, it was, you looked at the inside of the eyepiece, and the sun filled the entire field of vision. Like you could almost not even like the sun was the entire field. So there was literally like you literally had to like look around with your eye to be able to have the entire sun in your vision. So yeah. All right. So this was when the eclipse started. So let me backtrack a little. When the eclipse started, that's called first contact, when the edge of the moon overlays in front of the sun. So that's called first contact. So this is my shot when I was recording of first contact. You can see a little piece cut out there. And then it took a little while for when first contact happened to the full eclipse. So it took at least a half an hour, and this was about almost halfway through on my neighbor's telescope, where you can see the moon. So as it got closer to 100% totality, things actually started to change in the environment. And one of the things was that shadows started to change into crescents. And as you can see in this photo, all of the shadow from the trees onto the side of this building turned into crescents, which was really cool. Even on the ground as well, you can't see in the shot, but on the ground, basically everything turned to crescents, which was really neat. Other things that happened were that it started to get really cold, and in our location, it got about, I would say, at least 10 to 15 degrees colder. Yeah. And of course, that's because the sun is being blocked out by the moon. And yeah, so it's starting to get pretty cold, and the shadows were starting to turn to crescents. So, all right, here's the video. All right, so this is about a minute out from 100% totality, and this was recorded using the same camera I'm actually using now for my ASMR. And so this was about 10, what was it? 10:16 in the morning in my location. So it was getting really dark. We still had to use glasses, even with this little tiny sliver. Still had to use glasses until it was at 100% totality. Right, 5 seconds left. And of course, like, everybody went crazy. So this was 100% totality. Now imagine seeing this with your own eyes. I mean, it's hard to convey how beautiful this looks with your own eyes, looking at it without glasses or anything. I mean, at this point, you can take off the glasses and look directly at it, and it's just super unreal. And yeah, everybody was yelling and like just in awe of the sight. I mean, it was really, really cool. Definitely, if you have a chance to see the next one, try to do that if you haven't seen it in person. So this lasted. So this is not a photo. Again, this is real-time video. I was adjusting my camera there, but yeah, it lasted for about 2 minutes, and yeah, it was just really amazing. Really, like, videos can't really do it justice. I mean, it's one of those things you really have to watch for yourself. So in a minute here, you'll see on the right side, it's going to be what they call the diamond ring effect, which is where the sun will peek out from the other side of the moon and make it look like a diamond ring. So another 20 seconds left. And this totally went by so fast. I mean, you're trying to look at it, you're trying to take pictures, you're trying to just take in the environment around you, and it's just not enough time. Alright, so it's gonna there's a diamond ring. So this was pretty much before I could take, or this was before I was able to attach my solar filter to the lens. There we go. So I reattached the solar filter to the lens, which blocked out 99.9% of the sun's rays. The sun is just that powerful. And then to get basically the end of the eclipse was another, didn't end till 11:30, so it was at least an hour and 10 minutes, so about 75 minutes later it ended, about 11:30. So this was again 10:16, lasted for 2 minutes. So yep, so that's the video. So I hope you enjoyed seeing my experience with the 2017 solar eclipse. And if you guys also managed to watch the eclipse, please leave your experience in the comments below. I would love to read them. So with that, I wish you guys a good night, sleep well, and sweet dreams.